Hear ye, hear ye. We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of Rendog, who died like a noob while jeering at zombies. May his soul rest in pieces. Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is Rendog coming at you from Noob Beach in this Let's Play Minecraft survival series. In the previous episode, we went on a successful urn gathering mission in the caves below our mountain cave hole that we are currently calling our home. But unfortunately, at the end of the episode, I was taunting some zombies like a freaking noob right on the beach here, and a zombie came from behind and owned my butthole something nasty. And we racked up our very first death of Season 3. Oh man, what a freaking pain in the butt that was. But guys, in this episode, we need to get cracking on getting a source of food. I've got a whole bunch of seeds that we managed to gather at the end of the last episode. So in this episode, we're going to be making a little wheat farm so that we can be starting to make some bread. You know what I'm saying? And as always, guys, before we get going on with this episode, I just want to make sure that all of you guys have watched the previous episode. And if you haven't watched the previous episode, I'm freaking angry with your butthole. And I'm not going to stick anything up at this time around, but I just want you to know that I'm angry. Go and watch the previous episode, buttholes! But guys, let's get cracking with this episode before the sun has gone down. What we have basically learned from the previous episode, I mean, we were basically owned by a zombie with a spade, right? So he had +3 damage plus his normal damage. So he basically owned our asses. And man, it was embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I feel embarrassed. You know, I'm supposed to be good at Minecraft now, man. You know, I've played like 202 episodes of this game, man. Plus Feed the Beast and a whole bunch of other Minecraft. So I mean, I'm ashamed. I'm freaking ashamed. But I've made a bucket to try and dampen my shame, and we're going to go collect some water so that we can set up a little wheat farm near the hole that we're living in at the moment. But what I have learned, guys, is that we need to be extremely vigilant playing Minecraft on hard mode in 1.6. That means that when the sun goes down, we are freaking sleeping, man. We are not taking any chances. We are going to come and hit the sack to get rid of the freaking chance of dying by zombie. And when we see a zombie, the best thing to do is freaking run. Now, the iron that I managed to gather from the last adventure, I'm going to turn into an iron chest plate, I think, just so that we can get some more armor on our body, because at the moment we are super vulnerable. I'm also going to pick up a helmet, I think, just because it's pretty cheap to make. And for the rest of it, what I want to do is make a couple of iron swords so that we can actually do more damage to the zombies when they arrive. We've got to try and pick up a couple more bows so that, you know, we can repair the bows and actually get a bow, and that'll help us fight skeletons. But I'm going to drop off all of this unnecessary jazz that I have in my inventory right now into our chest. Put on the sweet ass armor. Bam! Man, we haven't been in iron armor in a long ass time. I am looking good. Damn! Ladies, back up, son. Alright, anyway, let's get refocused up in here, guys. What I do need to do is make a hoe, though. If we are going to plant some seeds, I need to make a hoe. So, let's get this here axe, and we need to go and collect a few more blocks of wood. And I think I'm just going to continue to See, I don't want to take down... Oh, God! Oh, Lord! Oh, Lord! Oh, Lord! Back up! Give me a string! Oh my goodness. What? Okay, there is a hole over there, FYI. Okay, so that wasn't good. Plus running out of food really quick and almost died there. Oh God, man, my heart is racing like crazy, guys. What I want to do is quickly clear out this area of leaves over here. Hopefully what will happen is we'll pick up an apple while we're at it. And there should be a couple of logs in here that I could break so that I can make a couple more sticks so that we can make ourselves a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here's some logs. Okay, awesome. We picked up some logs. Okay, so I'm just going to clear out this area, guys. And hopefully we'll get an apple from these leaves. If not, we're in serious trouble. Maybe what we need to do is actually go and kill a chicken. I know it sucks. You know. Oh, there's an apple. Oh God, that's beautiful. All right. Well, we've got one apple, so that chicken's life has just been spared for a few more minutes. May not last for much longer, but let's just pick up some more wood. Sweet. All right. I'm gonna make like a little area over here, right, for us to plant some wheat. And of course, this isn't going to be the place where that we are going to be calling home on Silkworm Gang Island. That's where we are right now. What we're going to be doing eventually, there's a giant ass mountain over here. There you can actually see the treetop canopies at the top of that mountain. There are 3 or 4 giant jungle trees at the top of that canopy, and I'm going to be building a fort at the top of those canopies, on the top of those treetop canopies, and that is basically going to be the home in this. At the beginning of this series anyway, or on Silkworm Gang Island anyway. And we are going to be making that fort completely out of natural materials, so we are not allowed to use any blocks that we craft. We're only allowed to use blocks that we find. So if we want to use fences and things like that, we need to find ourselves an abandoned mine shaft and pillage that bad boy of all its loots. So that is the freaking plan at the moment, guys. But I tell you what, I am not... We only got 1 apple. Oh my goodness. Well, we might as well eat this apple. Okay, that gave us 2 health bars. You know what, guys? I think we're going to have to go chicken hunting before we actually plant anything over here, because as you can see, I've got 2.5 hearts left, and that, you know, is not good. Especially considering the sun is going down soon, and it's raining, which means it's slightly dark, and there could be freaking zombies up in here. Let's just get our sword equipped, ready for action. Whether that's chicken action or zombie action. Chickens! As long as I leave 2 chickens alive, we should be fine. Although, oh, I know what I could do, guys. I can make a fishing rod, because I've got some string now. You see, now we've come into a conundrum. Save the string to make a bow, or make a fishing rod. Well, I think at this stage, food is more important than a bow. So I think I'm going to have to make a fishing rod up in here, guys. So let's get back into the hole. And, I mean, I don't even know if I have enough... if I have enough sticks, or I have enough string to make a fishing rod. Do we need 3 string to make a fishing rod? We might need 3 string to make a fishing rod. Well, we'll see now. Oh no, we only need 2 string to make a fishing rod. Awesome! Okay, so we've got a fishing rod. Okay, great. This is actually an answer to our food needs. Much better than getting, well, our temporary food needs, shall we say. And once we get our bread farm going, that's going to be the ultimate. But let's come back to Noob Beach over here and catch some fish. And while we're doing this, guys, it's a perfect opportunity for me to actually tell you a story. While I was hacking away at the foliage around here and just running around this area, it actually reminded me of a story that I wanted to tell you guys involving Mama Dog. And this happened back when I was about, oh yes, 1 fish, sweet. This happened when I was about 9 years old, I guess. And I was a pretty naughty kid when I was 9. I was quite a solitary guy. After the Silkworm Gang collapsed and, I lost my freaking empire, I sort of retracted into, obscurity and into my imagination. And I spent most of my time either with my brother, the real Goxie, or with myself, just living in an imaginary land. And we actually had quite a big garden in the house that I used to live at in Johannesburg. It was massive. The lawn itself was probably half a football field, I would say. About that. A little bit smaller than that, I would say, but about half a football field. It was absolutely massive. And surrounding this lawn was ridiculous amount of foliage, man. It was basically like a Minecraft jungle biome up in that jazz, man. And my mum absolutely loved it. It was like her baby, She grew all manners of bushes and flowers and trees, and when you went in there as a 9-year-old, you were basically lower than anything that was growing up in those what are they called, flower beds. And my brother and I used to go in there and used to play games in there and pretend to be Indiana Jones and all that sort of jazz. Oh, I just got another apple, sweet. And one day, I think my brother was visiting a friend or something, and I was all alone. My mum wasn't there. I was alone in the house, and I was making a sandwich. Oh man, we got some fish now. Let's get this cooking. Let's cook these tasty bass. Oh God, that is some delicious. This is going to be delicious, man. I'm just going to eat this apple too. Just wait for this to cook, and then we can start working on our bread farm. But anyway, I was making a sandwich in the kitchen, and man, it was awesome. I was, you know, just experimenting. I don't know, man. I used to make crazy sandwiches with like mayonnaise, ham, pickles, mango, basically anything that I could find. I would just stick into the sandwich and hope that it would turn out okay. Most of the time, it turned out terrible. But you know, I was 9. Okay, you can't expect me to be Gordon freaking Ramsay when I'm 9 years old. Did we pick up some water? Okay, we did. Sweet. Okay, so I'll get back to my story in a moment, guys. I just want to coordinate our little wheat farm over here. I'm going to put the thing of water right in there, I think. And, oh god, the sun is going down. Alright, we're not going to make the same mistake that we made in the last episode. Let's seal this jazz off. Bam! And let's have a nap. Bam! Oh, yes. Oh, God. That feels so good. Zombies, you will never touch my ass again. So anyway, guys, I was making a delicious ass sandwich. Oh, actually, our fishies should be done now. So let's eat these bad boys and get our health back up to. Oh, look at that! There's a skewered bass, no less. Man, that is even more tasty. Bam! That is awesome. Man, you know, in season 1 and season 2, we actually never used a fishing rod. Well, not really, anyway. So I'm quite happy that we used that now. We can tick that off as an achievement. But anyway, guys, I was making the sandwich and I started rummaging around. You know, that's what you do as a kid, right? You rummage, you look around, and I opened this drawer, and in this drawer was the biggest freaking knife that I had ever seen. I mean, it was probably just like a normal cooking knife, but to me, it was massive, and damn, it was freaking sweet. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are Ninja Turtle fans. If you are, hit me up in the comment section below, man. But I was a freaking Ninja Turtle fan, a big one. My brother and I used to watch Ninja Turtles all the time. We used to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before they were Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, man. They changed that jazz. And my favorite turtle was, and I might get this wrong, so you know, Ninja Turtle fans out there, forgive me if I get this wrong, but my favorite Ninja Turtle was Leonardo, and he's the guy with the samurai swords, right? I could be wrong, but I think it is Leonardo. He was my favorite Ninja Turtle by far, man. And when I saw that knife, I was just like, oh my god, that is epic. I am Leonardo! And I picked up that knife and I made a beeline straight for my parents' flower bed, straight for Mama Dog's flower bed, man. I was like, I'm gonna be Leonardo, and I'm gonna hack me up some cowboy, what do they call Bebop and Rocksteady? I'm gonna hack me up some Bebop and Rocksteadies up in this jazz. And my mum had, you know, really big sort of juicy plants. That's the only way that I can describe them, really. They were like aloes, I think that's what you call them. Just gonna make a hoe quickly. There we go. Sweet! Got a hoe in my pocket, if you know what I'm saying. And then let's just hoe away over here. Anyway, I started going to town on my mum's aloe plants, man. And let me tell you, it was one of the most satisfying things that I've ever done. That knife sliced through them aloes like a hot knife through butter, man. It was absolutely insanely awesome. And I hacked my way through some aloes that have been growing there. I mean, we lived at that house at that stage. We'd probably been living there for about 5 years. And those aloes had been growing there for like 5 years at least, man. They were old ass aloes. And they felt the freaking wrath of Rendog, man, let me tell you. And I hacked my way through the back of my mum's garden. I made sure to hack through the aloes that were growing right at the back that couldn't really be seen from the patio or from the garden. You know, I didn't want my mum to catch me right away. I wanted her to have to go into the garden if she wanted to discover the gruesome, grisly work that I'd done on her garden. But I did this for about 10 minutes. I made my way through the garden, and I got to the end of that particular flower bed. And okay, there we go, guys. I will continue my story in a moment. Our wheat farm is now a-growing. Sweet. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, great. So hopefully that's going to grow. I think what I'm going to do is actually add another ring around this, just in case the water can go 3 blocks wide. But anyway, guys, I got to the end of this flower bed, and lo and behold, there was the boss of the flower bed. you know, like the boss of a game, you know, like the end boss of a game or something. There he was. And he was taunting my ass. Chickens, what are you doing out there? You need to come back to land, man. He was taunting me, man. He was like, Rendog, you can never take me down. My branches are too armory. My freaking stems are thorny. And I'm a one hardcore ass plant, man. I'm straight from Plants vs. Zombies. I will take your ass down. Anyway, I accepted the challenge as any gentleman would. And I went to town on that plant. Now this plant was about twice the height of me. It was a sapling tree. And it had huge leaves and a really thick and juicy trunk. And I hacked through that bad boy like nobody's business, man. Damn. I made that thing. I freaking owned it, basically. And I was so proud of myself. And by that stage, I'd worked through all my energy. I'd achieved my goal, which was to hack through as many freaking aloe plants as possible. And I went back to the house, continued on with my business, probably went and played some Mortal Kombat on my PlayStation 1. and you know, I was just chilling. Mum came home later that night. I was just chilling, you know, we had dinner, everything was cool. I obviously had like a guilty look on my face, you know. I think my mum suspected that something was up. Anyway, later that night I was in my room, just chilling. And my mum came in and she was like, Rendog, do you know what happened to my avocado tree? And I was like, avocado tree? What are you talking about? What's an avocado? And immediately, Mama Dog knew, man, that I had played some role in the devastating murder of her avocado tree. Now, she had been growing that avocado tree for... Oh God, I'm back in here again. I don't know, how many of you guys have tried to grow an avocado like in your kitchen? Basically what you do, right, is you stick two toothpicks into, or you know, 2 or 3 toothpicks into the avocado pip, and then you hang it over some water, and then it extends its roots into the water, and it actually grows like that. And my mum had been doing this with this avocado tree, I don't know how long, for many weeks, and she'd planted it in the back of the garden, and obviously it had been great. It was probably like a year or 2 old, you know. So this avocado tree was like my mama's baby, man. And I could see it in her eyes, man. She was so freaking upset that I'd murderized her avocado tree. Hello chicken, what's up? What's up? You cannot have these seeds. Not yet, anyway. And eventually I admitted to it, and I said to her, yes, I destroyed the tree. And I remember clear as day, I looked her in the eye and I said, Mum, I thought it was a weed and I was trying to clean your garden for you. Yeah, that didn't really work. Mama Dog was not impressed. And I clearly remember her asking me, how did you do this? And I told her, well, I got a knife from the kitchen and I hacked it up. And my mum just looked at me with that look in her eye like, oh my God, I think my child is a psycho. And I'll never forget that day. And Mama Dog, if you're watching this video, I just want to apologize profusely for murderizing the ass of your avocado tree, man. I am so sorry about that. I've always felt so guilty about that. And I hope you can forgive me for that. And hopefully one day I can, I don't know, you know, find you another avocado tree or something like that. But anyway, just hacking through all of this footage reminded me of that story, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. But as you can see, what I have now managed to achieve is a wheat farm. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Help me! Help!